I jumped at the sound of a knock on the door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I opened it to find a girl standing there, her messy hair falling out of a loose bun and a backpack hanging off one shoulder. She looked at me with a friendly but slightly nervous smile. "Hi, excuse me," she said, glancing down at the floor for a second before meeting my eyes again. I'm your roommate." "Oh, you're Riley, right?" I asked, surprised. I'd only gotten the email saying I'd be paired with a new roommate, but this was the first time I was seeing her in person. Yeah, that's me, she said, stepping inside and dropping her backpacks to the bed.
"Sorry I'm late. Got a little lost finding the dorm."
"Don't worry about it," I replied. Riley and I have been roommates for a while now, and Riley was the complete opposite of me. Her things were everywhere, books on the floor, clothes draped over bed. It drove me insane. But then, there was something about her, something I didn't expect. One morning, I woke up to the smell of bacon and eggs.
"Good morning, sleepyhead. I made breakfast."
"You made breakfast?"
"Yeah, thought we could start the day off right."
I couldn't believe it. She actually cooked breakfast for me. That was the first time I saw a different side of her, a side I couldn't stop thinking about. Some days later, I woke up to Riley on her bed, casually using her laptop. The mess around her was impossible to ignore. "Do you ever think of cleaning up after yourself?" I blurted out. What's your problem?" She asked, annoyed. "My problem? Riley, your mess is taking over the room. Is this okay?"
"It's my side of the room. Why does it bother you so much?"
She shot back, standing up. "Because it's everywhere. How hard is it to put your stuff away?" Her frustration mirrored mine. Grabbing her jacket, she stormed out of the room, slamming the door behind her. Riley didn't come back until later in the evening. By that time, I had already drifted off to sleep. The sound of the door opening stirred me slightly, but I didn't wake up. Riley walked in quietly, her anger from earlier still etched on her face. She paused when she saw me curled up in bed with my blanket half on the floor. After a moment of hesitation, she stepped closer and carefully pulled the blanket over me, then silently returned to her bed. She didn't think I noticed, but I did. The next day I had been feeling awful. Period cramps that left me curled up in bed, too weak to do much else. Riley and I still hadn't spoken. After returning from leaving earlier, she saw me, still in the same position. You okay? She asked, setting her bag down. "Yeah," I mumbled. "Just cramps." Riley didn't say anything right away, but a few minutes later, she came back with a steaming cup of tea and a small heat pack she'd somehow found.
Here,
she said, pressing the heat pack into my hands.
"For your stomach, and drink this. It's ginger tea."
I blinked up at her, caught off guard. "You didn't have to."
"Shut up and drink,"
she interrupted, sitting on the edge of my bed. You look miserable." I let out a weak laugh and took a sip, the warmth instantly soothing. "Thanks, Riley. Don't mention it." Her voice was softer now. She stayed there for a moment, watching me. You should have told me. I would have come back earlier." I shook my head. "It's not your problem."
"Maybe I want it to be,"
she replied. Few days later, Riley walked up to me as I sat at my desk studying. Hey, she said quietly, "Can we talk? I'm sorry about the other day," she continued.
"I know I can be messy. I'll try harder, okay?"
I looked up, her apology catching me off guard. She looked sincere, and I sighed, my voice softer now. "It's okay. Just meet me halfway." That same day, she surprised me again. While I was deep in my studies, Riley returned with a small shopping bag. Without saying much, she handed me a floral notebook. "Thought this might brighten up your study sessions," she said with a faint smile. "You got this for me?" I asked, my heart skipping a beat. Yeah, consider it a peace offering, she joked. It was a small gesture, but it meant the world to me. It wasn't the first time Riley had done something thoughtful, but this time, it felt different. Over the next few days, I couldn't stop thinking about her chaotic energy, her unpredictable kindness. One night, unable to sleep, I paced the room. Riley came in late, her hair slightly messy from the wind. "You're late," I said, trying to keep my voice neutral. Sorry, she replied. Lost track of time, setting her jacket down. But I couldn't hold it in any longer. My frustration bubbled over, not from anger but from the overwhelming feelings I'd been holding back. "Do you ever think about how I feel when you're out so late?" I blurted. Riley frowned, confused.
What?
Why do you care so much? My heart pounded as I took a shaky breath. Because I care about you, Riley. I care so much it scares me. And I think I'm in love with you. The words hung in the air, and for a moment, Riley just stared at me. Then, slowly, a smile broke across her face.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
She asked, stepping closer. I didn't know how, I admitted. Her hand reached out, brushing a strand of hair from my face. Well,
it's
a good thing I feel the same way. She leaned in, and her lips met mine, soft and hesitant, but filled with certainty. From that moment on, everything changed. The mess didn't bother me as much anymore, and Riley started making an effort. Not because I asked, but because she wanted to